My third point in this chat about why we sing. So, we were created to sing, we are compelled to sing, and thirdly, we are commanded to sing. Ouch. I don't like that word command, but James 1:25 says this: the glory of God's commands are that they bring freedom. God's commands are not arbitrary. They are always for our good. So Him commanding us to sing is always for our freedom. You know, there are more than 400 references to singing in the Bible, and 50 of these are direct commands, most of them in the Psalms. He tells us, He commands us as His people to sing. And that isn't because He wants to make a fool of us, because we haven't got a good voice, or no, He just knows that when we start to sing, it can, when infused with His Spirit and the truth of those words, can bring about our freedom. Now, I want to be really honest with you. So, a few years ago, I went through a patch where I suffered with depression, and I found it really hard to get motivated. I had some really dark thoughts. I found it hard to get up in the morning, and this continued for months and months and months and months. And in those moments, I felt as though God was commanding me to sing. And it was the last thing that I wanted to do. And so I remained silent. But I remember one particular day, and this had gone on for so long, and those of you who've suffered with depression will know how real it is. I remember my husband coming to the room and him literally taking me in his arms and holding me, and him singing, "Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of the earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace." And he sang this a few times, and if I'm honest, I didn't want him to sing. And he just said to me, with tears streaming down his face, "Kath, I believe we are being commanded to sing this in this moment. This song is going to become your truth. Sing it with me." And I was not happy about it. But as he sang it over me, and the Spirit of our God who is alive came into that room, and His presence came upon me, and I started to sing it, and it was messy, vile singing, but it was from my heart. And those truths of turning my eyes from my dark depression onto a God who said that His light and grace was going to flood my perspective, it came to be. In that moment, I didn't want to sing, but God was commanding me to sing because He knew in that moment it would bring about His peace, it would bring about His freedom, and it did. Another example, Dads and I, we believe God has promised us children, and we haven't been able to have children yet. And sometimes I feel so sad about that. Sometimes I feel angry about that. And both of those emotions are fully fine because I can take them to a God who can handle that. But there have been times where I have felt commanded to sing one particular song. And it just says, "I'm waiting here for you, with my hands lifted high in praise. and it's you we adore, singing hallelujah. A song of waiting, where I don't want to sing in those moments, but when I feel His Spirit commanding me to sing, I will sing it until I believe it. I will sing it until the weight, WEIGHT, turns into a weight, WAIT, that catches the wind of His Spirit, and I soar with Him in a new reality of waiting that holds promise, waiting that holds hope rather than despair. We are commanded to sing because it brings about our freedom. And you know, everything starts with God. He sings over you first. And if there are moments where you are despairing and you feel like you are being commanded to sing, I just ask you, just wait in those moments and just speak Zephaniah 3 over you, which says, He sings songs over us. And as He sings over us, I believe it stirs us, compels us, commands us to sing a song back to Him, our most glorious God. Let us sing when we are commanded to sing, even when we don't feel like it. And may we recognize that God is a God who, through the commanded song, will bring about a freedom that is unlike the freedom the world brings, but is a freedom that holds promise and that holds peace of the most beautiful kind.